Hey besties, we're back. It is 7th of May. I just got my period. I just took my painkiller. Uh, I, I have cramps. It's 11 p.m. I'm hoping to get to sleep soon. Please, sleep gods, bless me with a great night of sleep. I knew my period was coming. I was like, oh, I feel it, girl. And I had some FaceTimes today. It actually all culminated to like one day. So I had like a FaceTime with my 3 besties. First, Liv, who is my long distance bestie in Australia. And then Fizzy, who is in Bristol. And then, oh my God, not again. And then Lottie, who is in Birmingham doing her master's. Slay. I love all my besties. And I was like on the FaceTime to Lottie and I was like, girl, I'm kind of like, my period's about to start soon and I'm kind of like feeling crampy already. And then straight after the call, it was like, boom, I'm here. So send prayers, even though you're definitely watching this like months and months and months later. Where's my phone? Because I was like, oh, I remembered to actually film this video because, well, I'm not like in tears right now. I have had cries like in the upcoming days. And today I literally just saw a reel which was Lady Gaga's speech at the Brazil concert, the one where there was like 2.5 million people that showed up, and it's her speech just before the Born This Way performance, and it made me so emotional, and I'm so happy to see Lady Gaga be back. Like, I'm so gassed. And I was like obviously this was like in my teenage years, so I was like, I don't know the vibes, but like obviously I know the vibes in the sense that like everyone knows Lady Gaga, you know, like icon living. And I've just been so happy to see, I don't know if I said this in like a previous video before, but like her Coachella performance where she did like the chessboard and like the dancing, and I think it was like supposed to represent like her literally like dance battling her like past self. I was like, I'm literally obsessed with this. This is amazing and so beautiful. Also, look at my literal mosquito bite. I've literally been me when I can't speak English. I've been being eaten alive for the past few days. Like, genuinely, I don't know if I have the blood type that like the mosquitoes just really love. But when I tell you, I feel like each night, like knock on wood, that last night I didn't have any additional ones, but for the past like literal week at least, I have been getting bug bites every single night, like mosquito bites. They're so itchy. And I got one the other day on the bottom of my foot. On the bottom of my foot. I literally had mosquito bites like on my face. What is going on? I know that like I do get mosquito bites, but like on my face and on the bottom of my foot. How does it even like crawl under the blanket? I don't know what's going on, but anyway, I feel like obviously in all these videos, like you just meet like I was gonna say calmer version of myself, but like I do be crying in all the other videos, period, as I should. But I'm just like fighting for my life, so the girlies who get it, get it. But I'm gonna pray to the sleep gods that I can go to sleep. And also, because the balloons happen twice, let me try and make a heart. Come come on. Yay! Okay, kisses, bye, good night. What's up, everyone? It is day 1 of my period, and I am definitely not in the trenches right now, but as you can tell from my crazy hair, my slightly, basically I'm being attacked. But that's okay. There was like the main wave earlier, and I'm back from work now, but I was on the metro and I was literally like, I was sat like this, head in my hands, and just breathing. And you know what? I prayed to God, and I had my earphones in, and as soon as I put them in, they made the sound that was like low battery, and I literally was like, please, please just let these last, because I think I mentioned this in my first video, and I'll literally link it in every single one of my YouTube, like this series video, but I listen to these like binaural beats meditation for menstrual cramps. Let me see like what it's even called. Here we go. It's literally called menstrual cramp relief, pain relief, isochronic binaural beat brackets ASMR, and this is literally the picture. And I was literally on the metro, and I was like, please just let my AirPods last, because I also was like, I need the noise cancelling. But it pulled through. I think the prayers literally work, because normally when it makes that sound, I'm like, oh, it really doesn't have long left. Actually, that just reminds me, I should probably charge them. Oh, they're downstairs. I'll do it straight after this. But it actually lasted, and I was like, thank the Lord. So on the metro back, when I'm on my period, I always crave juice. And when I was eating my meals today, I literally was having like, I also crave fizzy drinks, I crave juice. I'm like, yes, give me that elixir of life. And on the metro back, I was like, I actually need more juice. And I ordered these two. They actually look so cute. Okay, so I feel like I kind of want to try this one first. I haven't seen this brand before, but it said that it's from Australia. And I think it was, it's saying Bundaberg. Not Bunda, okay. And it's passion fruit flavoured. And oh yeah, it says Australian family owned, so it was imported. I love that it's a little glass moment. I don't know if it's like, I don't think it's fizzy, so let me just like get the fruit that's at the bottom. Right, let's crack open a cold one with the boys. Oh my god, I'm a bit scared. Oh my god! Oh, oh my god, wait, what? Why is there like a second, can you see that white bit? Is there like a second thing on it? Oh my god, Jesus. Don't know why I'm showing that. Oh my god, it smells so yummy. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's kind of spilling. Oh my god. Okay, let's try it. Cheers. Ding. I spill it all over my laptop. Yeah. But how am I meant to close this now? Is it literally just like, I have to drink it once? Oh, okay. I feel like it is good, but it's not like hitting the spot, you know? But to be so fair, like I did have orange juice with my dinner just now. So I love that for me. Bundaberg is approved. That was very yummy. And despite me saying it's not hitting the spot, like that is really good. That is really, really yummy. Like delicious. I literally have like the biggest cravings. I have like 2 addictions, and they're very simple. I have phases with them. It's like juice or crisps. Like honestly, yeah. Like sometimes I go in the phases and I like just eat so many crisps, and it's like so good. This is the other drink. I think it's raspberry and, well actually, I ordered something that was lychee flavoured, but on this picture, it is raspberry and watermelon, question mark. Okay, let's try it. Okay, and listen, before I try this, so yesterday, and obviously this is the lead up to my period. My period came at like maybe 10, 11-ish today. And it was just before going into work, and I was like, oh my goodness, I can smell this. Oh, it smells a bit artificial. Oh well. But me to like a sugary juice drink, like, yeah, girl. But yesterday, obviously, I was like already emotional day. And basically yesterday, oh my God, I'm so glad at the thought of me looking back at this and being like, wow, like that was, you know, in hindsight, because I already feel that. So basically yesterday, there was this like whole intense situation at work. I'm not going to get into the details, but like essentially I had to have a confrontation with someone, period. I'm you know, I call out the injustices, but it was like a pretty intense situation. And then I ended up having to speak to the managers at the end of work, the center director. I sent a whole like follow-up email as well, like confirming and detailing things that were discussed. And it was kind of just like, God, like, why is this getting so serious? And it's kind of in the process of being dealt. But yesterday was a very intense day, and it was very unpleasant, to be honest. The co-worker that I was dealing with was just really, really immature and really acting crazy. Like, it was just a bit like, what the hell? And I know for a fact that they've like acted this way to other people, like worse before, but I'm like one of the first to actually speak out about it and call it out. So it's a whole thing. But anyway, that was like the thing in itself. And then I was kind of having like a whole day yesterday, and I knew my period was coming up, so I was like, I know I'm gonna feel extra like heightened, like maybe a bit emotional. And then afterwards I was like, oh, look, let me just get through my lessons. I had like 3 lessons back to back, 15-minute break between. And I think it was my first lesson, and they're like really little kids. It's like BS1, Bright Sparks 1, and they're like, what, like 3 years old. And at the end of the lesson, it was so sweet. Like one of the girls, she was like, she's so cute, and she's like one of the strongest in the class, probably the strongest. And I know she always is like very sweet. And I don't know if the kids could sense that I was like kind of feeling a bit sensitive and like kind of having a rough day. But literally at the end of the lesson, they're like getting ready, they're packing up. And then she literally just she goes, Maggie. And like in Chinese, she's like, Teacher Maggie. She goes, I love you. And I was literally like, she's never said that before. I was like, I love you too. And her name is Jia. And I was like, I love you too, Jia. It was like so cute. Like in Chinese, it's like, so Teacher Maggie would be like, Maggie 老师. And then I love you is 我爱你. Like she literally, and she was like so small, and she was just like her arms out. Like she was like looking up at me, and it was like 我爱你. And I was literally like, I was like, girl, I also 我爱你, 我也爱你. Oh my God. And I was literally like, that was, she just knew, she felt the vibes, the universe knew. I was literally like, that is so sweet. So yeah, that was a cute thing. But you know what, today I'm just hoping and praying. Oh, my back really hurts. I'm getting like stabbing pains. Love that for me. But the worst wave was like when I was on the metro on the way to work, and like that first little period, and no pun intended. It was still like kind of bad throughout the day, but like the worst of it was like earlier before classes. So thank goodness, because last time I had it during classes, and I was literally like, how am I going to survive this? But somehow, yet she still prevailed. And I'm just praying, because tonight's like every Friday we end late, and then on Saturday we literally start at 8:45. So I'm praying that the sleep gods will bless me. And now we are going to try this drink, which I'm low-key like, did they send me the wrong flavour? Because I ordered lychee, but it's okay. It's completely fine. Okay, cheers. Bing. Let's try this new flavour. God, I don't think this is watermelon. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I don't really like that. Oh, it has a bit of a weird taste. Yeah, it's not the one for me. Let's get the carry on drinking the Bundaberg. Bundaberg. Oh my god, it's spilling. Well, F. Oh, not sponsored. Oh, that is so good after the. I think it is definitely because I drank some like orange juice before. And that's probably why it wasn't. But this actually, I take it back. This is really delicious. Yeah, and normally like when I drink fizzy drinks, like I'd be getting heartburn, which is why I don't really like them. Imagine if it was because I was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm really like healthy, so I don't know. I feel like it gives me heartburn. But then when I have my addictive phases, I'm literally like, this is like crack to me. I'm literally like, chew it up in my veins. Meter juice. Yeah. Bundaberg for the win. That is the moral of today's story. Okay, this has been June, day 1 of my period. Pray for me that I get a timely sugar crash and fall asleep, knock out completely tonight. Please. But anyway, I know I look back at this time, and especially like the incident with work yesterday, like we've taken the moves, I've done the things. It was pretty emotionally taxing, and I was like, we big girls also, we have a moment, we cry, we can, you know, have our emotions. But I stood up for myself, defended, had the conversations, sent the follow-up email. Oh my god, I'm literally like crashing right now. And it is in the process of being sorted. But to be honest, I'm not really that like in the bigger picture, like I know it's like all chill. Like it's like this person was just like really silly and like kind of crazy, to be honest. And that's okay. Like we move. And yeah, I literally have like pretty much exactly 3 months until I finish my contract here for my job in China. My first proper full-time job post-university. Honestly, this is bad. Like this year, so much happened. It doesn't feel like it literally has, but when I look back at photos of like the past year, and like especially when I landed first, I'm like, I was literally a different person in like a good way. Like now I feel like I'm so different, but like I'm more me than ever. Period. Okay, anyway, let's try end this with like a cute little like heart thing. Also, you just disclaimer before all of these is that, girl, I'm on my period. Like my brain isn't working properly. Everything's a mess, and this is the nature of these videos, so bear with. But also, no apologies for the chaotic vibes. Let's try and make a heart. Yay! Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to go to bed. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. Bye. It's day 3 of the period, and I just tears came out of my eyes from seeing a reel. It was this dad, and it was like his son in the backseat, and he was literally telling him how he was like, son, you're the best, you're my best buddy, and the son's just like crying and like smiling and also crying. Oh my god. And I was literally just like, oh my god. And also like sometimes, like I feel like recently I've kind of been fluctuating. Like sometimes I'll go on like reels, and then sometimes I'll have a period where I don't for a bit, and then I'll come back to it, and it will literally, I feel like my reels just is literally the definition of the algorithm, but it just knows that I'm such a emotional girly, and even just not on my period, but like it also just shows me like stuff that is just, it's such a tearjerker. I'm literally like, it's giving, I always be crying for strangers on the internet, And like some of it was showing me little like, I don't know, like movie scenes or like really cute stuff. And I'm always, when I tell you, like every movie, you know how it always has like an emotional like crux or like climax bit. I always cry. I'm sure I've mentioned this already in like either some other video or in this series, but like literally one significant time when I like realized like, oh, this is like who I am as a person. Like literally when Wreck-It Ralph came out. We watched it in the cinema, me, my sister, my mum. When I tell you, I was sobbing, like, oh my God, like sobbing in the cinema. Cry, like weeping, like audible, like, like that. That, that is how I was reacting to Wreck-It Ralph. I just be crying at every movie, like any emotional part, like I'm always brought there. Like it brings me there every single time with great success. Oh my God, and this time my reels is hitting me in the feels. It really is. Like tears were coming out. Tears. And you know what? This period is better than last one, by the way. Last one honestly was a bit like I'm fighting for my life and like oh my God, it was kind of deep. But this one, it was still bad, and when it was like the main wave, I was still like, oh my God, please, I want. Why is there a knock on my door? Oh my God, I think it was like the fruit I ordered, but I just want them to leave it outside, so thoughts and prayers. But basically last time was like really crazy, but this time it wasn't as crazy. Oh my God, they're literally ringing me. Okay, it's fine. Like, I just want them to leave outside. I left a note as well. I was like, just leave it outside. Thank you so much. Like on the app. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna go get my fruit in a bit and eat it before. Oh, they're literally knocking again. Please, I left a note. Please, I'm just a girl. It's fine. They'll leave outside. It's fine. Okay, bye. Hi. Okay, update. That was a really joyous. Also, welcome to my spot that doesn't pay rent on my forehead, but that's okay. Today is the 21st of December, 2025, which means it's my final period of 2025. And there was like literally a massive gap where I didn't. Wait, I forgot to say, but today is the first day of my period. I'm like literally hot water bottle, painkillered to the max, kind of crampy, but not in the absolute trenches. So obviously I left out a few of the months, and sorry about that. I feel like, yeah, it was just a whole thing, but that's okay. And I was like, wait, let me just do the last one for now. And I have some updates as well. So first of all, in terms of this one, I'm glad because obviously, okay, it's not ideal because I will be on my period probably on Christmas, but it's not going to ruin Christmas because I can get days 1, 2, and 3 like over and done with. So yay, Christmas and New Year's is not going to be ruined because I need a smooth entry into 2026. Second of all, I'm back in the UK now from working in Shanghai for the year, and it's been crazy. There's literally updates that I feel like I will only speak about like in the future, and that's okay. But it's been crazy. There's going to be some changes in my life, hopefully for the better, but it's really, really crazy. And in terms of my period as well, because I'm back in the UK, I was like, look, I need to literally sort out health stuff. Like, this is not normal. So I'm in the process of like seeing the doctor, the GPs, and also some other avenues of trying to get help, because for years I've literally been being told, Mags, like what you're experiencing is not normal. Like this amount of period pain, which I feel like it's like over normalized, like how much it's like, oh, cramps, like blah blah. But when I tell you, like, and obviously I would have never filmed like during this state because like that's the whole point. It's like catch 22. Like it's just so painful that I can't even like do anything. Like I'm literally just like, oh my god, if I can just even like survive through it. Like that's normally the mentality, because when it's in that like peak pain, it's like crazy. And I've had loads of friends tell me like, you need to get checked for like endometriosis. Like all the symptoms that you're describing is exactly like either someone that in their life they know, like they'll be like, oh, my mum literally had like the exact same thing, and like da da da. And it is true that I've literally had like horrific cramps, like genuinely since like, this is so random, but since I did Duke of Edinburgh, lol, when I was like, I know what age was that, 14, 15. Like I got my period on the first expedition, yeah, like when you go camping, and it was just so horrible and it was so bad. Oh my god, I remember like one of the girls was like, after I finally took painkillers, because like whole thing, she was like, oh, that's just a placebo, and I was like, thanks, like literally. But basically, yeah, ever since I got, so that was already horrible, and then I got back and I got the most sick I've ever got in my whole life. So this was when I was like 15, and I was genuinely like out of it for like 10 days, the most sick to this day that I've ever been. Like it was horrific. And I feel like before that I like didn't get horrific cramps, and then I don't know if some like curse but got put upon me, but ever since that time, which obviously it wasn't even that long after I started my periods anyway, so I probably only had a handful of periods like before that point, but ever since that point forward, so like almost 10 years at this point, every single period has been like horrific. Like I've always like, I've missed school, I like will need to cancel everything, like it's giving red alert, like every single time. I don't even know how I've made it to this point, to be honest, like genuinely. But yeah, I think things just not necessarily aligned, but because always it's always giving like, oh, life's always busy, you know, you have to force the time for the things. And then since getting back, I'm like, enough is enough. Enough is enough. And so I'm educating myself a lot more. Like it's actually so crazy. I got this book. Oh, I'm in too much pain to like right now to even go and get it. But it's called Period Power by something Hill. Is it Marilyn Hill? I'll probably like either link it or let me like search it right now so I don't get the name wrong. But I got a book and it's really, really good. Also though, I literally have a fear of blood. Love that for me. Oh yeah, I had to get a blood test, but I don't know if I still have the bruise. Oh, a little bit of the bruise is there. Love that for me. Oh my god, that was a whole thing in itself. God bless. Lottie, high school bestie, literally came with me, and the lady was so funny as well. She was like honestly the best that I could have got in that moment. Oh, it's Period Power by Maisie Hill. And I've only just started it, but I'm like, God bless. Like one of the things it says in either like the feedback or like the blurb is just like, you know, reading it will make you be like, why have I never been told this? And there's like so many basics, like literally considering that it's giving half of the population literally be explained, because it's not even, I feel like there's so many layers to it. There's just like the basic understanding and how there's like so many misconceptions, so much that's rooted in like misogyny, shock and horror, but then also like all the different layers where it's like women's health not being addressed, and then also the fact that on top of that, so that's just like the baseline, and then for medical issues such as endometriosis or all of the things that are to do with menstrual health issues, the fact that there's like not only the lack of education, but it's just so like the medical gaslighting is crazy. Anyway, so I'm just like finally after 10 years enough is enough. And the point where we're at now is like I'm kind of in the starting process, which is why I had to like get the blood test and like all of that. I'm trying to, which I've already like been to the doctors for, because the wait times are so like, anyway, yada yada yada, you get the vision. Like it's just been like a whole thing. But now I'm like, let me just try to take this seriously, even though it brings up a lot of emotions as well, and obviously it's like kind of scary and like everything, but I'm just like, let me just lock in, bro, because yeah, it's not normal. Like to have so much pain that it's literally affecting your functioning so much. And I'm also just like, let's not normalize suffering. Like for the longest time, I got really ingrained into me that I shouldn't take painkillers even, and like da 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 da. And I also even freaking found out very embarrassingly recently, I think only a couple months ago, that you're not supposed to eat when you take painkillers, like at least for like periods. And what I have even found from my own sample size of experimenting, you're not meant to literally wait out the pain until you're like literally feeling like you're on death's door and you have no other option to like pop the ibuprofen. Like that was a revelation for me. And then ever since I learned that information, even though it felt like it went at everything that I'd been conditioned like to believe, I was like, I just need to try this because I feel like my pain is just getting worse and worse. And even though it still suffers, and like, do you know what I mean? Like it's obviously to the point where painkillers are not effective enough. Like I'm still in a lot of pain even if I take them. Anyway, but that I have noticed a difference, shock and horror, from taking the ibuprofen earlier. Like as early, like even if you feel the tiniest bit of pain and you know your period's coming, like at least for me, I'm just like, let me just take it early. And I was like, oh my God, I was literally to the point where I was like nervous, being like, what if this like negative? It's like, girl, like the amount that I'm um like torturing myself by being like, oh my God, like, and it's like, girl, you've literally taken like freaking 12 ibuprofens in the span of like however many hours before. Like I think you'll be all right if you like take some kind of early, and then maybe if it's like too early and you like overshot it, like I think that's better than. Anyway, obviously I'm not a professional, laugh out loud, that's just my experience. And that's like slightly made each one a bit more bearable, but it's still like level 1 million of hell to like level maybe like 900,090 of hell. Anyway, there's clearly something going on, and I've met some people along the way that have really helped me, point me to like some right resources, or even just like sharing their own experience with it, which has been really, really validating, as opposed to like some GPs or doctors who do not know what they're talking about, and don't have any education on it. But yeah, that's where we're at. So like, obviously it'll probably be a long process, but I don't even know. Okay, I feel like deep down I'm like, I just need to like post these videos like at some point. But I obviously, part of it is giving like, oh my God, scary, but I'm like, part of it is that we need to remove the stigma, bro. Like, how are we 2025 and there's still stigma over like periods? Like, hello. Anyway, so, and also like it's giving the girlies be knowing, and if you don't know, then, and you don't vibe, and you're not getting the vision, you're not my target audience, just click off. Anyway, so obviously I documented some of my period experience, period thoughts and emotions through, I don't even know how many months that I did, and it was all a bit like scrambled, but that's okay. And this one is the last one of 2025, and I feel like there's been some hopeful progress, and it all starts within, with the mind and the attitude, self-education. Obviously it brings me a lot of sadness and grief that it's taken this long, but I don't know, it's the whole like nature of the thing, isn't it? But yeah, so I'm gonna like try and put more effort into focusing on that more, because it is a huge thing, and learning about it a lot more is very interesting. And it's not only like the negative parts of it, obviously, it's actually, you know, part of it is just being like recognizing how a lot of the structures and routines that are normalized in our society is like maybe not the most conducive to someone who has cyclical hormonal movements and cycles. So that's really interesting as well. And to like there's a whole thing called cycle syncing, which is just about working with your body instead of against your body, and aligning with each of the different 4 phases of your period. So like that's what I'm trying to learn more about and put into practice and just get curious about and experiment with. So this is really good. And I don't know how I'm gonna put this together, or like what form this video is gonna come out in, but I think it's good that I documented it, and I feel that I will look back and be like, oh my goodness, she was really in that moment. This was a diary entry. So yeah, that's the vibe right now. I am looking forward to Christmas, because this year doing something a little bit different and spending it not with my origin family, but I am really excited, and I think it's going to be very relaxing and wholesome, and I'm really excited to give the gifts that I have prepared, and yay. But yeah, I'm also like, oh my god, 2025 was crazy, and I feel like we're all about the cycles of growth. It was the year of the snake, which is also my golden year, and I feel like that's all about shedding the old things, a whole thing. And that's very much been the case for me. And so 2026, I have a good feeling. I actually do. And also, I don't know who this quote is from. I've seen it credited to multiple people. Obviously, my brain would like to think that it was Lana Del Rey because I saw it on Pinterest, but I may stand corrected. But the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I love that, and more with that energy. Anyway, I think I'm going to leave this video and this series here. But here's to understanding yourself better and your body and your brain, and embracing it and not working against it and not shaming yourself. And also, rest is sacred and it is not bad, and actually it can make you be even more slay in the slay parts. Alright, I'm literally gonna rest and just chill and prepare for my trip away for Christmas. And yeah, I literally just got the urge to record this, and I was like, slay, I kind of haven't picked up in a while, but that's fine. Okay, kisses. Looking forward to seeing you soon.